Hey everybody, Mark from Gunpla Network here. I'm back with another review, and this time I'm looking at, in my year of real grades, the RG1144 Aile Strike Gundam. This is the GAT-X105 Gundam Strike. The titular mobile suit from Gundam SEED, and yeah, you get the Strike again in SEED Destiny, so quite a popular mobile suit. This is probably my favourite design. The Strike itself, not particularly the Aile Strike. The Aile pack I'm not a fan of, but just the Strike Gundam. So it's really cool to see this as a real grade. I'm looking forward to it. I've got a few plans just to change a couple of colours and make it the deactivated mode, so hopefully I can fit that into the review and have it painted by the time I'm finished. It's really only a few colour changes around the chest and shoulders and V-fin that need that anyway. The rest is white and grey as usual. So thanks to the guys at Robo City, I bought this kit from them. It was readily available on their website. They've pretty much got most RGs in stock, and if not, they'll be restocked. So remember to check out their website, robocity.com.au. They also get the premium Bandai stocks. Recently they just received the HGUC Wundwort. So remember to check that out and take a look at all the stocks they've got there. So, alright, on to the unboxing. I was umming and ahhing about this because I have a couple of other real grades I need to build and review as well. I've got them sitting on my shelf, but I thought, why not? Let's get this one. I only have one other SEED kit in my cabinet, so maybe it was time for another one. Get outside my UC elitist ways. On the box, fairly standard real grade, large face followed by the kit itself. This is, where is it, number 3 in the line. So I'm not expecting a whole lot of English in the manual because it's very early on. Talking about the, real grade excitement embodied, showing you the frame, which is, the awesome part of these real grades. You get the little pilot figure, showing you about the details, including the cockpit, vents, the Schneider, the knives are stored in the side pocket, telling you put some metal stickers they give you on the parts, but I find that much easier just to paint. That's a lot easier than putting stickers on. Then we go around the back side here and we have the price of 2,500 yen. I paid 44.50 Australian for this kit, which is about average what we'd pay in Australia for a middle line real grade. Ones with more plastic cost more. I'm expecting the Sazabi will be about $60 or $70, about the unicorn pricing, and some of the other real grades are slightly cheaper, so all depends, I guess. Now we get some posing, the famous kind of strike pose. When it's in a flight mode, it usually whips its legs out and fires the rifle off. Otherwise just a flight, and then standing. Standing without a stand, I don't know how that's going to go because the Aile pack is quite heavy on the back, and I know real grades have a full inner frame and are strong, but I'm not convinced that'll stand on its own. Other reviews have said no, it won't. Alright, let's open up the box. Now, up under here we have, you can get the high grade Aile Strike, which is cool, but not going to look as detailed as this does. You can also get an SD, and then just Gunpla on the side, and then it's saying you can also get a perfect grade with Sky Grasper and master grade version. The remaster, I think, is really cool. It comes with a flight base, like the launching base for the Strike. The other thing you can get, which I'm hoping to get at some point in the near future, is the Sky Grasper RG kit, which comes with the Launcher Strike and the Sword Strike kit. The Sword Strike is my favourite version of the Strike. I'm a sword person, beam sabers, swords. I think that's the best for mobile suits when they're fighting. You would have remembered just recently I did the high grade Leo. Here he is. I finished up my my desert paint job, and he is now posing with a beam saber. I'll have the machine gun probably on his back skirt or something if I can tack it on. But yeah, so you can get the launcher packs. So some information on the Strike will be coming up along the screen in the review. We've now stuck them in as bullet points instead of me just talking about it. But quickly, the Strike was one of 5 mobile suits developed in secret on a space colony for the Earth Federation forces by Morganrate, which is a mechanical designer, weapons designer for the nation of Orb. And yeah, so that was the only one that wasn't stolen. Stayed with the Archangel ship. The other 4 were taken by Zaft, and they used them in turn to fight and try and steal the Strike and destroy the ship or destroy the Strike. And it just amazed me that the Strike was so versatile because of its hard points that you could lock on 3 or 4 different Striker packs, and it could then fight off any situation. And obviously Kira was, you know, the ultimate pilot as well, didn't hurt. But it could then defend against the Duel, the Blitz, the Aegis, and the Buster. The Buster Gundam's probably my other one. So, my other favourite from that series. So, yeah, so this was a very versatile mobile suit, and it could fight off an army on its own, it seemed. Now, let's have a look here. We've got the sticker sheet. Standard real grade sticker sheet, ton of markings, some foil, and yeah, I'm not sure how many of those I'm going to use. I've just acquired some foil sticker Aurora sheet stuff that you can use if it's got to go in behind a clear piece, so I might not use those types there. I'll probably use the eye sticker and maybe a couple of the markings, but I'm not going to go sticker crazy because I'm not a fan. I might try and find the water slides as I've done in the past for other real grades, because the stickers are okay. They're much better than what you'd get with a high grade, but they're still stickers, and in the end, even if I flat coat them to death, they're still not going to look, you know, 100% good. And for the metal parts, I'm going to paint the frame, hopefully, if I get time, so I'll just paint those in. We've then got the A runner, so we've got a couple of beam saber effect parts, some chest, shield, vents, V-fin, part of the Aile Striker wings. We've got the C runner, which is some whites, so that's going to be skirts, armor plating, vents over here, a darker shade of red. That looks like one shade of white, and I think we have more in there. The E runner is a different shade of red again, the shield, feet, ankles, more of the Aile pack here, the black. Really cool. That's the other thing about the real grades, they just give this great colour separation, so if you don't paint, they are slightly more complex kits, but better for you because the, you know, different tones of colours they use, it looks much better just standard on the shelf. Alright, so this is the B Advanced MS Joint 3. So I can see some legs, some hands down here. That's the legs there. I can see some waist sections there. Possibly some feet and then some arms over here. So, oh, and clothes. No, they've even put the fists on here. Good use of plastic bender. And that's kind of like a black. So. Oh, more runners. Okay, that's a different type of white. That's D2, so that's more skirt, feet, ankles. This is F runner, which is weapons, more frame parts, vents maybe, and adapter kind of pieces for the Aile pack. Last set of runners. This is the G runner. And I can't tell a whole lot of what that is right now, guys. I see an adapter piece to hold it onto a stand, which I think it will need. And then we have D1. There's your Kira Yamato figure, which I will be painting up. Face mask, more armor, yeah, feet, okay, and back of the shield, so shoulder pieces. Yeah, okay, so that's really cool. Pardon me guys, had a late night at work last night. Alright, so your real grade instruction booklet, 2011 real grade, so not a whole lot of English will be going in this one. strike looking pretty mean on the front there. We've then got the MS joint and arms that it's talking about the pieces, how to cut them, how to twist them, what to do and what not to do. I should stress, as always, with real grades, be cautious when assembling. Do not just race ahead and think, ah, I know better than the instruction guide, because it will screw you. You will twist something in the wrong fashion, you will cut something you shouldn't do, and then your frame piece is all floppy and it doesn't work real well. You have to glue it, so just be cautious and go easy. So you can see here, are we not using anything? No, because this is a purpose designed kit. I don't see an X anywhere, so we're using all, and in total you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runners. Fairly standard for a real grade. Then we can see up here it's talking about realistic details with flexibility and joints. The cockpit option there. The Schneider blades are not painted, so I will paint those silver. The armor separation. It's probably kind of hard for you to see, but there, that shoulder piece lifts up, and that's how the striker packs attach. That's the hard point. First up, we're going to do the leg unit, so you'll do the ankle unit, and then flex it out and test. Showing you some good armor separation there. Back onto the left leg, then the waist unit. Careful with the waist, that's where I tend to find most of my drama happens if I'm not being careful. Once that's done, you attach that over here, so you'll have the side skirts which hold the Schneider blades. The arm units, you do 2 shoulders and then you do a right arm, cut off the frame, flex it out. You then do the left arm. And then attach the hands, shoulders, and done. Then we're going to talk about phase shift armor, color split parts. Various little bits of English in here, but not a great deal. So if you take a snapshot of that and run it through Google Translate on your phone, you can read the info. Talking about the weapons, little Gatling guns in the side of its head. It's got the beam rifle. We then go on to do the body unit, which would be the chest. And then we go on to do, attach that to the body, attach the arms. We then do the head unit. And then we move on to the weapons and the shield. Beam rifle's got a few pieces and that looks really cool. So is the shield. I like the shield on this kit. Then we go on to the Aile Striker pack, which is a little page on its own, talking about more like the Aile Strike Gundam up here, the Sky Grasper that you can get to go with that, and that's the hard points it's talking about up here, that you can attach either the Launcher Strike or the Sword Strike. Oh, I thought it was just half a page. It's a ton of page to assemble. Now I'm sure it's more complex in it being a real grade, but if you've I assembled the Tall Strike Glitter Gundam recently, and that backpack looks very similar to this, so I guess there's only so many ways you can make that. I think it's probably the body itself that's more complex and detailed than the backpack, which is fine. I'm not sure I'm going to display it with it anyway. And then we move on to the back, and you can see the decal marking sheet. So a ton of decals. I would not use all of these. It looks too overcrowded, too painful for me. I've seen some that are really stick it up and good, but I think that's about it, guys. Oh, and there's your color guide if you wish to repaint. I would not be repainting the kit except for the few pieces I want to get rid of the blue and red and make it more of a dull blue, light purple for the phase shift down. And there's a Kira Yamato figure picture there. You'll just need some light blue, black, brown, skin color tone, white and grey. These are easier to paint than you think if you've got the really like the point, it's point 005 brush or something, the really tiny one, and some patience, you can do this easy. And to be honest with you, they kind of look like it from a distance. You just know if you know the character. So, all right, guys, thank you very, very much for joining me for this unboxing. And I will start building that, and we'll get a first look out as soon as we can. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.